According to the Environmental Defense Fund, 90% of your purchases have at one time or another been on a ship. Many of these are necessities, others are treasures, but many more are junk. Think about it. We use ships to transport numerous goods, such as your bed, your couch, and your lamp. The majority of the parts for my computer, where I wrote this talk on, came from factories throughout Europe and Asia. But transporting these goods comes with consequences, environmental consequences, such as destruction of habitat by invasive species and carbon emissions that affects us and our oceans. A significant consequence of shipping is destruction of habitats by invasive species. You may be wondering, how can an invasive species get on a ship? However, there's one short answer. Ballast water. Ballast water is pumped into ballast tanks when a ship has delivered cargo to a port and is departing with less or no cargo at all. This helps stabilize the ship. But in this water, it may contain a species. So when the water gets dumped out at its next stop, it falls in and destroys the habitat. This is how the Japanese sea slug got introduced to the Bay Area through shipping. Another significant consequence is carbon emissions. All ships run on fossil fuels that make up for 3% of our total greenhouse gases. You may think that 3% is not that much. It's as if you lost $3 out of 100. But in this case, 3% is over 1 billion tons of CO2 equivalent, according to the International Maritime Organization in 2018. Well, there's ways for shipping companies to reduce these greenhouse gas emissions. They can switch over to cleaner burning fuels like liquid natural gas, also known as LNG. Why aren't shipping companies using LNG? Math time. 1 ton of fuel equals 286 gallons. The ship that is 784 feet long and 123 feet wide uses an average of 14 tons of fuel a day. Now, low sulfur diesel costs $650 by the ton, while the cleaner burning LNG costs $780 a ton. So the ship owners that use low sulfur diesel save $5,200 a day on this singular ship, about $156,000 a month. Even if they wanted to spend more and switch over to LNG, they would have to overhaul their ships because they are not set up to carry it. Remember, there are no gas stations out in the middle of the ocean. You have to carry all of your fuel. Well, there's ways for shipping companies to reduce this problem, but what can we do about ourselves to help? Well, one way is to stop ordering unnecessary stuff off of Amazon and other apps. Looking at you, Mom. There's no need to buy a new board game when you probably have many downstairs untouched or in the cabinet. My point is, the more stuff we buy, again looking at you, the more it builds up until it fills a container, then another and another, until there's enough to fill a whole entire ship. However, if we reduce this bit by bit, I visualize a cleaner future for us and our oceans. And I want you, everyone in this audience, to do one thing. The next time you purchase something, rethink about it, because it might not be a necessity, not a treasure, but a piece of junk. Thank you.